It is Country Viewpoint here on FlowFM, and I'm looking forward to welcoming back our next guest for the first time in 2021. She is the member for Murray in New South Wales Parliament. They had their first sitting week last week. We say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Australia Day, and welcome back to Helen Dalton. Helen, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you, and Happy New Year and all of the above to you too.
Can't believe we're into, the 7th or 8th week of the year. I'm not sure where those weeks have gone, but a lot has happened since the new year has arrived.
Absolutely. There's never a dull moment. And I think just speaking to a lot of people, it's, things are really moving very, very quickly.
First of all, let's start with the really good, and that is in agriculture. The ABARES report was released recently, and the story out of New South Wales is one of absolute delight. I think a 527% rise on last year's grain harvest year to year. We're seeing cotton production through the roof, rice production up 900%. Agriculture has gone absolutely gangbusters, even if we've had issues with COVID. That's the one success story out of 2020, I think, Helen.
Look, I think finally agriculture is really punching above its weight. I mean, we've had a cracking, it's rained, and the electorate just looks fabulous. There's feed everywhere, there's fat cattle, there's fat sheep, everyone's happy. And, of course, we had a cracking harvest, wheat and barley and canola and oats, a fantastic harvest. And you can see all the storages on farms, so what they call them sausage bags. And then, of course, there were a whole lot of deliveries to the Grain Corp sites and other sites as well. So it just sets us up for a fantastic season. And it's kept raining too. So, we haven't had that typical summer where everything is dried off. We've got, we've got green paddocks and happy, healthy stock.
It's certainly been reflected across most of New South Wales, north and south. We'll talk a little bit about cotton in a moment in amongst that, because there's some points we need to make there. But, of course, along with your other shooters, fishers and farmers colleagues, it has been, a pretty busy but fruitful couple of months.
It has been. We just keep saying what needs to be said, and I think bit by bit we're getting the message out there, and the message is certainly getting to the government too. They just need to change the direction in which they're going on many of the issues out in our electorates, and if they made those changes, then maybe they might win a few votes back. But at the moment, we'll keep saying what has to be said.
Member for Murray in New South Wales Parliament, Helen Dalton from Shooters, Farmers, Fishers Party. And great chatting with Helen. We're going to continue this chat, and Helen, in the next hour, I want to return to that ABARES report and talk a little bit more about cotton and rice, in particular cotton and how it's grown, where the water comes from. Pretty important stuff. That's what we'll cover in the next hour. Before we do that, here on Country Viewpoint, we've got some more music to play. 3 Miles High coming up after this.